There are zodiac signs that cling to every little memory, and those that don't. It can be hard for the two extremes to understand each other. The more sentimental ones are offended when the non-sentimental ones tell them to let it go. It's not that important. Both are valid viewpoints. They don't need to fully understand where the other is coming from. Just respect the differences. All zodiac signs react a little bit differently than one another. Even those who have similar views aren't the same. Watch on to find out how each zodiac sign feels about nostalgia. Starting with number 1, Aries. Aries has zero care for nostalgia. They want to move on and find new memories. As a cardinal sign, Aries wants to find new experiences. The past is the past to them, and they'd rather it stay that way, thank you very much. It's not that Aries can't have moments when they feel nostalgic. They do, but Aries don't dwell on the past. They don't want to be dragged down by old memories that keep them from enjoying the present moment. Fire signs like Aries want to live in the moment. If something is keeping them from that moment, they frown upon it. Aries will dust that memory off and move on. Moving on, number 2, Taurus. As an extreme opposite of Aries, Taurus is extremely nostalgic. They are so nostalgic, they tend to become hoarders. Every object in their house has a memory attached to it. It makes cleaning things out extremely hard, if not impossible. Taurus is likely to have childhood toys packed away. They tend to cling to the past. This is because they are the type to fear the unknown of the future. So, the security and positive memories from long ago bring them comfort. If you have a friend or family member who is a Taurus, you have probably seen their hoarding. Don't tell them to get rid of things even if it's needed. Taurus will either grow out of the memory or never let go. Let them enjoy the little things in life. Number 3, Gemini. Gemini is both nostalgic and not. For a brief period, Gemini will be very attached to an object that brings them happiness until they rediscover a different one or make new memories attached to a new object. Gemini will most likely display their nostalgic side through storytelling. Ruled by Mercury, Gemini will find their memories unlocked by reminiscing with friends about good times. Objects that carry memory are less important than the memory itself. Gemini may find themselves lost in a daydream about a fond time in their past. Once they snap out of it, though, it vanishes like smoke, and Gemini is on their way to make the next memory. Moving on, number 4, Cancer. Cancer is extremely nostalgic. Cancer is by far the most nostalgic of the zodiac signs. They are the most likely to live in the past than in the present or future. Cancer wants to return to the days when they remember feeling most happy and content. Like Taurus, Cancer needs to hold on to an object that reminds them of better times. Unlike Taurus, though, Cancer can clean out objects that they no longer find give them the comfort they seek. This can also be a reason Cancer tends to cling to old friends they should have moved on from long ago. They just want the happy times to continue and feel like they once felt with that person. Moving on, number 5, Leo. Leo is the most nostalgic of the fire signs. With a love of aesthetic surroundings, Leo will have trouble letting go of objects that could be useful in the future. Leo is a zodiac sign who is most likely to be saving their childhood toys for their children. They want to share their nostalgia with the future generation. Leo will adore talking about themselves if given the chance. This is especially obvious when asked about their past. They will happily tell the listener all about their past achievements and favorite memories. Moving on, number 6, Virgo. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. This leads them to value storytelling over object nostalgia. Like Gemini, Virgo is more interested in sharing stories of good times in the past. They will hold on to objects filled with memories for a while. Once those memories no longer serve Virgo's present goals, though, they are often tossed aside. Virgo is very future-oriented, so nostalgia is less likely to play an active role in how they make present choices. They enjoy reminders of the past, but only for a brief moment. Moving on, number 7, Libra. Libra wants to be nostalgic, but has better things to do. As an air sign, Libra finds it hard to look backward. The air signs are all about ingenuity and moving toward new horizons. Libra wants to be seen as a sentimental person, but when they look at their school yearbooks, they'd rather not remember when they were so unfashionable. Libra can reminisce with old friends. They tend to remember the past more extravagant than it was. Everything is exaggerated, bad and good, which comes with a lot of intense emotions they'd rather not dig into. Moving on, number 8, Scorpio. Scorpio is all about intense nostalgia, though they tend to focus on the negative. Ruled by Pluto, Scorpio is all about death and the rebirth of the self. Young Scorpios that don't have a lot of life experience are seen as moody and intense for no reason. That is because they don't yet have life experiences to examine, accept, and learn to heal from. Once that life experience is required, Scorpio can look back at those painful memories. It will be a bittersweet nostalgia that comes from their sadness for the child they were, and pride for the adult they are becoming. Moving on, number 9, Sagittarius. Sagittarius doesn't want to remember. Point blank, Sagittarius wants to run away from memories, not cling to them. It isn't because their memories are all awful, they just don't care to relive them. Sagittarius is all about new experiences and wanting to learn things the hard way. Even if they had to live through a lot of negative stuff, they wouldn't change it. They experienced it, now they move on. Moving on to number 10, Capricorn. Capricorn can be extremely nostalgic or clinically uncaring. It depends on the day. Saturn rules Capricorn, and that is often a sign of a life riddled with obstacles to overcome. Like Scorpio, when Capricorn feels nostalgic, it often leads to depressing memories. There are happy ones, yes, but they tend to follow a line of memories that find their way to darker ones. So, they prefer to look back with a more calculating gaze. Capricorn isn't likely to have objects from more than 10 years ago hanging around. If the thing isn't useful, it is going to be tossed. Moving on, number 11, Aquarius. Aquarius is more interested in the future than the past. With a knack for looking forward, the only thing Aquarius holds on to is grudges. Nostalgia simply isn't something Aquarius cares for. This zodiac sign is all about looking to the future and the next big idea to explore. Ruled by Uranus, Aquarius is resistant to its Capricorn predecessor. While Capricorn can get stuck in the negativity of the past, Aquarius wants to burst free and create a better future. It doesn't serve a purpose for Aquarius to be nostalgic. Moving on, number 12, Pisces. Pisces romanticizes their memories. As a water sign, Pisces is prone to confusing real events and the ones they created in their heads. That can cause them to be nostalgic for times that never really existed, and they prefer it that way. Pisces wants to enjoy the fantasies they created for themselves. It overlaps with reality in a way that can blur the lines. This is a form of self-protection from bad memories. They want to remember good times, even if those didn't exist.